me tonight. As many of you know, my name is Dragnfli, and I practice a fairy tradition. It's mostly for the folks on Zoom land. And I work with elemental magic, which is really extremely close to color magic. So really color magic, most people do color magic even when they don't realize they're doing color magic. Like if you have a ritual that you're doing and it's, say, Imbolc, and you put a white tablecloth on the altar, that is color magic. Sorry, my two candles don't want to keep going. So before I go any further with talk about what colors mean, etc., you can see there's lots of, I hope that you guys can see out there, but there's lots of color, because with color magic, you should really be seeing this. It's very much something that is very visual. So having said that, I want you all to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now, I want you to think and see right in front of you your favorite color. Everybody here, can you all see your favorite color? Don't tell us what it is. Don't tell us what it is. Okay, now take another deep breath. Now visualize your least favorite color. Least favorite color. Sit with it for a moment. All right, take a final deep breath. I've met with your favorite and least favorite colors. That doesn't mean you hate your least favorite color, it's just your least favorite color. And you're going to think about this, and this is going to sort of color, if you will, the whole talk. And at the end, we're going to go into it a little bit more. So take one final deep breath. Hold it for a second. Release it. And open your eyes. So your favorite colors are really just the vibrations that you are the most comfortable with. And your least favorite colors, and also that could be an area of your life that you're very competent in. The color can represent, so I'm a landscaper. Green is definitely one of my favorite colors. See the correspondence there? Maybe yellow is your favorite color and you're a teacher. Like when we talk a little bit more about what colors mean, it'll make it very clear. So my least favorite color is pink. Like I like the color, I look really awesome in rose color, but I can tell you where that comes from. Being told that you're a girl and you need to wear pink. I always hated pink because everybody told me that I was a girl and I had to wear pink to be a girl. And I am, once again, I'm a landscaper, so I am not a girly girl in any way, shape, or form. So your least favorite colors are like I said, they're the vibrations that maybe you're not that comfortable with. And they reflect areas in your life that maybe you're not as adept at. Doesn't mean that you're bad at them. Or maybe there are things that make you feel uncomfortable when it comes to that color. And you know, having a balance of energies like color can help you, our chakras, for instance, right? They're all associated with a color, right? Starting with red at the bottom, orange, yellow, green, pale blue. This is where it gets tricky, right? Pale blue, dark blue, purple, or whites. I've heard some people say white, but I also feel like this is white. And I add two. My legs are brown. My feet are black. Those are the things that brown. But see how the colors, like they made you feel stuff, right? So what really does color influence? So what does color make us influence? So most of the research out there is really regarding advertising, right? So you know if advertisers are using color, then it is effective. So it's something very guttural and unconscious,
Primal.
very primal. But it's an unconscious thought that these things can be like from our childhood that we're stuck with stupid things like I don't like pink because it makes the girl color and I don't want to wear that color or whatever. Excellent. Whatever. So, and the other thing is that really learning about your favorite and not favorite colors is more about being in control. Because if you use color magic, this is vibrations that you can bring into your life. And so if you're conscious of what your favorite and least favorite colors are and other kinds of things like that, you can make more choices that are better for you when you're doing that kind of stuff. Or even when you're just like getting dressed to go to a job interview or something that you want to impress somebody, a great date with like the hot guy or girl. I'm just saying, like this all the stuff can come through. So according to color theory, color affects our moods, right? It affects our thoughts and impressions, especially if you think about how unconscious that idea about favorite color or not favorite color. You could like not like someone just for stupid enough reason if they're wearing the wrong color shirt. That's right. And of course, I mean, each color has its own vibration, but at the same time, we are witches. And depending on what tradition you're in, your color concept for red might be different than mine. And that's okay. Everybody gets to have, within reason, their own ideas and associations with different colors. Like maybe you went to a camp or something when you were a kid and they wore a certain uniform color, right?
Yeah.
Or school, right? Your school uniform color. Who remembers what color they had to wear for school?
Good Lord, plaid. It was
Right?
horrible.
Navy blue.
So anyway, using color in our spell work in a more conscious fashion and in our daily lives in a more conscious fashion, you can start trying to get on the same vibration as those colors. You're trying to attract the things that you associate with those colors into your life. So that's what color magic is, right? It's making that choice. It's knowing that, so y'all, most of y'all here know that I honor Yamaya, and her colors are blue, many shades, but mostly darker blue, and either crystal or white. And if you're a Santero, every Orisha has its own colors that's associated with it. And I don't know if that's just because that's what I practice, but I go all over the place. And I think when I see someone, you're wearing all white and you've got this color on. Do you want to go shoe? Because I know that this is like an association, right? Particular goddess, and she is a goddess of love. So you would think really her color would be red, right? But no, it's gold. She's the only Orisha that has gold. Or yellow, but gold specifically. But all the different Orishas have their own correspondences, and I know that the other traditions and other pantheons also hold the same kind of things. I also honor Diana, which is a Roman goddess, and her colors navy blue, silver, white. So I like blue too, obviously. It's a very calming color, right? When you paint your bedroom, unless you're like a really hot young couple, probably you want them to be blue, like pale blue or like calming kind of colors, except for birch.
And me, my bedroom's yellow
Well, I've
and
seen red.
Our bed
But
is
that's
purple.
calming though, because that's
Not
like a watery
sexual.
color. Water is sexy
So is fire.
in a different, but it's in a different way. Do you see what I'm saying? Like water sexy is like, over here, and fire sexy is like, hey.
She knows it.
Yeah. So where, speaking of all these, where can you use color magic, right? My teacher taught me to use it with candles very, very early on. And when you make associations with different things, so say you need money and you're trying to draw on some prosperity to your life, you're probably going to be burning green and probably brown. Brown and green. Brown is grounding. It's the real thing that manifests itself and it's right in front of your face, right?
But
Like a
not
tree
all
trunk.
money around the world is green.
For sure. But green is associated not necessarily with the American dollar bill green. It's associated with prosperity. Think about trees growing, fertility. But specifically, it's associated with vegetative kind of growth, that kind of concept. So that's why green grows on trees, right? Money doesn't grow on trees, but actually it does, but not dollar bills, but you know, that fruit is for sale. So this is also a way you can hide, if you need to, your spirituality just by, I'm just burning a candle. Just because you know it's got a purpose doesn't mean that everybody else needs to. And if you're allowed to do that, like in your office, that's something that you can do to help yourself if you need to. A blue candle to maybe draw some peace into the office, or yellow for better communications, or brown and green for more money.
Raise.
Rise, yeah. Or if you're a little bit shy, or maybe you put a red candle on your office desk to give you a little bit more courage and a little bit of chutzpah to ask for that promotion or whatever it is that you want. The other thing you can do is wear clothes that are the colors that are associated with whatever you're trying to achieve. Even if it's just your underwear. If you have to wear like a certain thing, like a uniform at work or something like that, wear colored underwear, wear colored socks, wear shoes or jewelry. So accessories, you know, you can wear whatever, you know, is appropriate. But if you're a guy and you have to wear a suit, put a tie on that's a particular color to try to entice things into your life that you're trying to. Yep. For anybody who wears makeup, that's another way that you can use color magic. And I think we're used to that during our Sabbats because we all dress up, right, for a theme appropriate, which usually involves color, right? So at Samhain, what colors do we wear?
Black,
Orange.
Blood and bone, red and
And for summer solstice?
Yellow, green, light green.
Flower colors, too, right? What about in bulk?
Red.
Wait.
Okay.
like
So you can see, like y'all know already, this is color magic. This is like, think about white, purity, in bulk, right? We're talking about the return of the cycle of going, the sun moving, you know, having more hours in the day. So that little spark. So that's where the red comes from.
The red is for the fires of Bridget, but yeah.
or the blood.
You can also reflect it in your home decor. If anybody's ever been in my house and you notice really closely, you'll notice that the east side of my house kind of leans towards the yellowish. The west side of my house leans towards the bluish. And I have a red room. Actually, it's about central, but it's like in one part of my house. That's not really appropriately placed unless you swap. My teacher decided that the east was the east was water and west was air.
Yes, I've heard that.
Which
No,
I did
that
not
makes sense
agree with.
here.
I didn't agree with that. To me, the ocean, which is a ginormous, huge thing,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
you know.
Lots of water.
No, but that's where the hurricanes come in.
Hurricanes are water.
Hurricanes are also.
Flying water, right?
Wind.
But I've got a
Water and
swamp
wind.
in the west.
Water
I've
and
got a
wind.
swamp in the west, right? So to me, that's more. And the sunset is the west. So there's other things that, but you know what? It doesn't make any difference. You do what you do, and I'll do what I do. And we can
All
play
work the
together
same.
as long as we respect each other when we're playing together. So as you can see, you can do all these different kinds of, you can have them all different places. Maybe my red room is in the right spot.
For you.
For me, it
Gotcha.
is. For me, it is. But my living room is in the north, and it's green. Also, you can use things like light. And I don't just mean like candlelight, but I mean like light bulbs nowadays. Okay, we've got a blue light bulb here already. I think you folks in Zoom land can see it also to my, would that be my left? What's my left? My right, but their left. Sorry, your left.
Their perspective.
Stage left. So you can use that light, especially if you were doing meditation, like if you had all the other lights off in your room and you had just light bulbs that were reflecting whatever purpose you were trying to achieve in color. Blue light for calm, if you were meditating or something like that. I can't imagine putting a red light on, but I guess you could if you were like, you know, having a nice sexy night.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right? Right?
Another trick about red light is that it actually preserves night vision.
That's nice. I don't think.
Well, if you're-
I see where you're going. That's a different- that is actually good information.
So anyway, you get the idea. So maybe like, you know, you're meditating or doing something on your own, or even if you were doing a group ritual, that moody kind of light can set the whole ambiance feeling for the whole event by having good colored lights. I mean, certainly when we do ritual, especially at Salon, we tend to be really colorful with that kind of stuff.
The meat hall still has red light bulbs in the chandelier,
There you
because
go.
they were put up for Lupercalia and just never
They
came
just never
down.
came down.
Really cool.
So it's red in there, which means more meat.
Red and orange.
Also crystals. How many people here have like more crystals than they really ought?
Oh, no. I have some.
No, I don't have
I have
enough. I don't have
the
enough.
correct amount.
But I have a lot.
So we have lots of crystals, but crystals are very much associated with color and that vibration that they give from. And I mean, each different crystal is associated with perhaps a different concept, or maybe many different concepts, but in the same sort of vein, if you will. But that's a really good color magic thing that you can do. And that's something you could do in your office too. You can have a crystal on your desk. No one knows, no one will get any the wiser. A nice rose quartz on your desk, keep a little peace in the office, right? Maybe a little amethyst to keep you calm. Don't throw them at people.
That's
Even
very-
if they deserve it. You can also do things like sigils in specific kinds of colors. And you can do that in association with like doing candle magic. I'm sure all you guys' minds are going, oh yeah, I do these things and that's, you know, makes more sense. Okay, you can really take this and really run with it. In every aspect of your life. Well, the last one we have is bath rituals. Now I know that the Orishas, if you go to a Botanica store, you can get bath stuff. And it's usually colored. No, they're not bombs.
Oh.
It's usually liquid bath.
Mhm.
That's not really to clean you. It's more to commune with whatever Orisha or thought you're trying to deal with. But I'm sure other magical stores have that, and you know you can make your own up. Throw rose petals in your bathtub. Lavender.
Sandal.
So, yeah, so think about that. You can make that a little bit colorful. I found some other stuff, like I did a little research before I came here, and people had things like painting their faces, and I thought dyeing their hair was actually kind of a cool idea. Like that's definitely something that is, you know, you are definitely wearing to the world whatever thought that red or purple or blue hair is, or green hair. I tried to do the green hair once, but my hair wouldn't deal with it. So I'm gonna go over some basic color correspondences, and maybe you guys can throw your own ideas in as I'm going. So for red, so on here it says grounding energy, and I don't agree with that at all. To me, I'm like, I don't know why
Not
she's
at all.
not on there, it's not.
No,
grounding.
it's not.
I don't find it to be grounding at all,
Because
but that
it's
just
already
goes
in
to
the root.
show that some people might look at it in a different vein than we do, right?
If you were part of a tribe, it's part of the root connection, and it is red, and it is grounding.
Ah, it's your root chakra.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
that connection. I did understand that connection, but since for me, I've got a couple more chakras below that, I don't find it to be personal. That's why I'm saying like everybody is different.
Mhm.
They also have, which I think you'll agree with all these things, strength, passion, courage, lust, charisma. We can all agree on that?
Desire,
Yeah,
Domination.
yes.
Yes.
Sex.
Thank you.
Power.
Sex.
power, yeah.
Power.
What?
Aggression.
Aggression.
Mhm.
Like
Yes.
blood and death,
Yes.
Passion.
Sure.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
a bloody death.
absolutely.
Females lead.
Yes, thank you.
That's
Power,
Yes.
great power of a witch.
Yes, that's the mother.
What did she say?
She said.
Blood of a witch.
Women.
Oh.
Women.
Red
The mother is red.
Mhm.
The mother only gives birth by blood, so it's absolutely for sure. So the next one I have here is orange, which is one of my favorite, it is one of my favorite colors, not my favorite, but it's like, it's right there, like, it's on the top,
That's my favorite.
top three. And that's associated with creativity,
Mhm.
success, justice, opportunity, and ambition. Anybody got anything to add to that?
Optimism.
Yes.
Happiness.
Thank you.
Happiness,
Happiness.
happiness.
Everybody says, who says happiness?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right? Exactly.
The rise of
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. For me, that's the color closest to gold.
and maybe a little bit higher.
Well, there's that place right at the place where
Between
orange
yellow
and
and
yellow
gold.
meet,
Yeah.
and it's like that
Yeah.
orangey yellow color, which I totally agree with. So yellow, so
Yellow.
yellow is intelligence, learning, reason,
Wisdom.
focus,
Yeah, that's.
confidence, memory.
Yellow is the
never-
I am of who I am.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Intuition.
And also joy.
Yeah.
The sun,
Intuition, I agree, intuition.
Mhm.
What do you say?
solar magic.
Yes.
sun.
for
Yeah, I
sure.
was gonna say that.
yeah.
too, yeah.
Also
Yeah, because
Sun.
in yellow is also gold, like that is
Mhm.
considered to be, I mean, people talk about it separately because it does have its own associations, but it is technically a part of.
It's also
The
a
yellow
very
family.
spring color.
Yes, for sure.
Hence all the yellow.
Yes. All the yellow.
But you had something on the other thing.
So for green, I have here nature, healing,
Yeah,
money,
yeah.
love,
Yeah.
fertility. Well, yes, it is, you know what it is? It's love like mother love or friendship love.
Or like,
Agape.
like the love of your life kind of love, not like a passionate one, but like the love that.
Why can't it be passionate?
Oh no, but I'm not saying not like a really hot love, but like the love that burns forever.
Okay.
Which can be passionate.
Not
Which is
romantic. love.
not, yeah, but like, not like a really hot passionate love, but like the one that will go on for a million years.
Agape love is a principled love. It's love based on principles, not on physicality or.
Yeah,
Okay, I see.
that's what I'm going for, like that kind of love, the love that doesn't burn, but just.
But I don't think it's
Molders.
defined strictly by what kind of love, because it's a
No.
giving, it's an outgrowth, which
Yeah,
is why you have to be careful with the heart chakra. You don't wanna necessarily push your heart chakra out to somebody who's suffering with cancer, because it's also growth. You don't want that
Oh,
to
yeah.
happen.
Well, yeah,
So
but Well, yeah, but
discerning.
again, that's how it learning different, like, I'm not a healer, so I don't look at it that way.
But you're
Yeah.
precious. I mean, everybody's opinion is
Yeah, I'm
precious.
just saying, different perspectives.
I think that's how we learn stuff, is we
Yeah.
all
Mhm.
share. Like, I thought color magic was really fantastic because we can really have different ways that we go about doing things. We could like steal each other's ideas.
Share.
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 We're not
Oh,
I also
Steal my
associate
green
with
with
luck.
sharing is-
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
Is that
she
my
heard you.
shamrock you're looking at?
Good luck.
I also associate green with luck as well.
Yes, I agree with you entirely.
And they
We
also
do not
do
have
it-
a
Four-leaf
clover
clover.
for nothing, right?
We don't
Yeah.
have any clovers.
What do you do with the, what do you do?
Welcome to the Irish.
I am Irish.
What about the phrase of green with envy?
Yeah.
See?
Yes.
Oh.
And that
Interesting.
grows, that grows.
That's interesting because like now I don't, I mean, I
The
know
green
what it
snake.
Oh, the
means,
green-
but
the
I don't
green monster.
understand,
The
I
green
don't
snake,
know.
the green monster.
The green
Yeah.
monster of
See,
jealousy.
I would say
Envy,
red
like
would be
envy is
more.
supposed to-
And maybe it's just like the dark
I
side
wonder
of
if it's
green.
because
Red,
green
red,
grows,
red.
so it's
Yes.
something that grows like
Yes.
exponentially and
But
too
I think
fast,
Yeah.
maybe?
You ever heard of the
Like-
green
like-
monster of
Jealous.
jealousy?
It's
Like it's a
Yeah,
bad
there's so
kind of
many
prosperity
crops.
almost.
Yeah.
It's like how invasive plants will.
One at a time.
One at a time, guys.
Like how they transition. I was just saying, it's kind of like how with an invasive plant, it'll like take over everything.
That's
It's
exactly what I
very
was
green,
thinking.
but like the dark side of green.
Not indigenous.
AKA kudzu.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
Sorry. No, I was gonna say like, I mean, I was just gonna say, is like, does that mean that like with every, like almost like yin and yang, with each color, or like there's like a good side and a bad side
sure.
of each color?
It doesn't have to be good and bad, but it can be yin and yang, it's not good and bad. but
Positive and negative.
Yeah.
It's this and that, yeah.
A balance.
Yeah, I agree.
And vibrations, too much of a vibration breaks things apart.
Yeah.
So you take
And not
green and
enough.
the vibration is love, but you overdo it and it's jealousy.
Mhm.
When we have too much energy, we overblow it.
Yeah,
so no matter what vibration that you're shaken to,
right.
there could be a good
Take
Balance.
down,
and they may
That's
be
yin
more
and yang,
extreme, like overload of that energy,
right.
which turns into a
Or
negative.
negative.
Well, a shadow
Or
side, that's
something
how you call it
shadow
negative. The shadow.
Yeah.
There is such thing as negative stuff, though.
I don't think every color has to be decided as positive or negative.
No,
No,
that's
so
what
each
each color
color
has, I would say each color has its own positive and negative green.
Just like we all have
Yeah,
our
yeah.
positive and
Yeah, not-
negative
I don't know
attributes, it
negative.
doesn't mean that
Yin,
it's
yang.
bad, it just means that it's not something that's helping us very much.
It's not
Well, there's
healthy.
light and there's
Yeah.
shadow.
So,
Doesn't mean shadow's bad. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway.
Absolutely.
so we got to, can we move on, please? So blue is the next color. So here, we put this one in yellow. They have put it in blue. Communication.
Hmm.
I can see that.
Because although
Blue is water and water is fluid.
Yeah.
Water,
I think, I
water for communication.
always do
throat
communication
chakra,
with blue.
talking, speaking, telling your truth.
And
Sound waves.
traveling,
Yeah.
I think you have arguments for both blue and yellow. Maybe it depends on what you're talking about, right? Maybe if you're talking about emotions, you use blue. And maybe if you're talking about cerebral thought patterns, you're gonna
I can
talk
see
in
that.
yellow.
And it could also be the shade of blue that you
Sure.
use.
Absolutely, that pale blue color for sure. Forgiveness is also blue. Expression and calm. And I don't know what they mean by expression.
I think it goes with.
Speaking your truth.
Expressing yourself.
Yeah,
It's your
expressing
throat
your
chakra.
emotions.
It's your throat.
Making
Because it
yourself
says
understood.
expression, like
Yes.
not like in action, like it doesn't, it's.
And
like
also
living.
emotion is tied with that too.
Yes,
Yes.
Like the emotions you're expressing.
thank you, yes, blue is
Like if you're
absolutely
crying.
emotion. Blue is emotion,
Yeah,
for
that's,
sure.
that's what I'm
Happy,
saying.
sad, all those emotions.
Feeling
are
blue,
blue.
yeah, exactly.
Because they're
Yeah.
fluid, right?
Yeah.
They're things that come and
Yeah.
go.
Moving
Sometimes we're
with the
happy,
tides.
sometimes not so
Yeah.
much. Any other ideas about blue?
Wisdom.
You always have wisdom to offer us.
Yeah, it's, well, the birth and life and birth, because we all come from the waters.
That's true.
Intensity.
It's, the West is the womb of the goddess.
This is so, exactly. It is the mother.
Well, none, is a man with a woman. It's a human with a woman.
Anybody else have any thoughts on blue?
Intensity.
Intensity?
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because
Okay.
blue
Are they all
can be
empathetic and
choppy,
empathetic?
and it can be a hurricane
Mhm.
coming with a tsunami.
Or it's
Blue.
still
Which is
cool.
not necessarily bad.
Contentment.
No, I have a
Contentment.
question regarding what they give it to some of these colors, because I mean, for
This
me
water just
personally,
is.
I use black, I like black, I will find black,
Mm.
I move through black.
But that
We
might
will
be,
get to
that
black.
might be your focus.
We'll get to black.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll talk about it for sure.
It's too colorful.
So purple is the next color.
Mm.
And this one,
Not getting comfortable.
influence. That's an interesting idea, right? Influence. We don't want influence. Psychic abilities. I think we'll all agree with that one.
Royalty.
Intuition.
Authority.
Royalty.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wisdom. And also knowledge. Yeah. Anything else you want to add to the purple?
The higher self.
Yes.
Crown.
This might seem,
Grounds and creation.
Crown chakra.
this might seem a little off, but on the negative side, insanity.
It's a fine line, isn't it?
Purple.
I think that's a very
Creativity.
interesting observation for
It's a
sure.
fine
I
line.
mean,
between
why
genius.
does,
Genius and insanity.
why does
Amen.
the Joker always wear purple?
Because he's very creative.
Angry.
It was also royalty because it was the most expensive dye.
Right, yes.
Yeah, somebody mentioned royalty earlier. That's on our list here. All right, so next color is brown.
Earth, grounding.
Home,
I do green for
protection,
That'd be comfort.
animals.
Brown comfort, interesting.
I've
never thought of it.
Well, it's stability. So it's related to stability.
It's
So it makes
combined
sense.
See, I still see green
Yeah.
there.
One at a time, because they can't hear online.
Oh, sorry.
So let me finish with brown. So stability is one of them, and I think it connects with what you were saying. And then family, which is a manifestation. They're actual people that are present and, you know, like my legs, are brown when I do my chakra stuff. Anybody else want to add to the brown? Yes.
I was gonna say that they all kind of interrelate, because if you think of brown and you think of grounding, family is kind of like that first initial firm foundation of like at birth. The first thing you have is your family, and then as you get older, you branch out kind of like a tree, and then you like at the bottom, and then you like branch out, and family's always first.
Knowledge.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
no,
gonna
but
say.
I'm just saying.
All plants, if they're grown from their seeds, grow roots first.
Mhm.
Every landscape plant I have to tell them, I know it's been a year, they grow roots for the whole first year, so that they're stable and that they can do wonderful things above ground, like make pretty flowers and leaves.
So when we do the earth element, I associate that in my daily with green. Green for the earth, green for the north, green for the power of Gaia. It's interesting, because I hadn't considered it, to incorporate brown into that as the color of the soil.
Well, earth, yeah, along with
Like, yeah, when you
black.
think about
would
it,
be that too.
earth is brown and green.
And sometimes even black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. yeah,
It's
those
got-
positions are okay.
And that takes us
Depending
to
on-
black.
Lulu's favorite color.
No.
I know that now.
So
Lulu.
black is the absence of color. Black is the absence of color. So black is banishing
Yeah.
negativity, protection, binding,
Mhm.
and transmutation.
Explain.
Transmutation? Yeah. Transmute, you know what? It's something that you can, because there's nothing there, you can put your shit in there, bury it,
Okay,
and get rid of it.
well, we do that.
Like,
Yeah,
because
in
it
different
doesn't
colors.
reflect anything. It's like, basically, it's like a black hole that sucks into itself and goes back into the earth. That's what I would do if I was doing something like that. Or I know that some people use red for transmutation because fire is of course a very
transforming.
but the earth also is.
Yes.
So
So you
That's
see,
what I was
so what
thinking.
else of color, not all colors put together?
white is all colors.
Yeah, that's.
Spin the wheel of all the primary colors, you get white.
It makes that class.
Does anybody else have something to add to black?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
One at a time.
black, for me is like night magic. It's star and night sky.
But it has stars and so on.
But the space between the stars is black.
It also brings to mind solitude.
Solitude, yes, I like that, yes.
Solitude.
Amanda?
Is, I represent it with more of a cloak of invisibility and into the darkness that they
Mhm.
cannot see.
It's a lack of color, so there is nothing to see.
Protect the magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why when you go to the theater, if you ever notice the stage hands, they're all
Oh, wow.
wearing black. They fade in, because they just fade into, even if they accidentally, unless their hands.
Yeah,
you know,
Japanese
without-
That's actually
Yes.
why
Yes.
ninjas are black,
Right.
because it was based on the Japanese style of theater. They were the stagehands.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they were
hands.
dressed in
Yeah.
black.
But you can
Dragon-
also not see
Dragonfly.
people when they're in black. I worked in theater for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Finality,
Yeah.
finality.
Yeah.
The end,
Can you,
there's nothing there.
can you look at
Lack
that
of color.
opalescence, which I don't know if it's considered a color, but it's like an opal that has many, many facets when you turn it in colors.
I would consider that a rainbow.
Yeah.
Just the, everything smooshed in together.
So magically, combination maybe, or an acceleration.
It's
It's
more
pretty.
the way light is.
It is really
the way
pretty.
light is diffused rather than a color. It's the
Oh, I've
way
seen
the
it as
light
a crown
is.
chakra before, so it does become a color because it has energy in it.
Well, yeah, but it's
It's probably closer to white and that it could be used for anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I see people use violet, i.e. opal, and that's an interesting concept. It's not just that teeny tiny withering violet, it's.
Violet is the closest to white on the color spectrum.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's kind of like how you could combine yellow and orange, like they're so close
They're so
together, there's
close.
a point where they meet.
There, yeah, I'm not going with Birch on it.
And to me, this is fascinating.
From what you're describing, it's multicolored, but only when the light hits it a particular way. So it's maybe the sun, yellow, or coming on the track, I think, but it changes depending on the situation, so it's multicolored.
Because we move when we are in our energy, we move.
Yeah.
So moving on to white. Spirituality. Peace.
Purity.
Higher, this one also higher self, what a lot of traditions do look at it like that, like if you practice Santeria, you would be wearing a white head covering to protect your crown chakra. It'd be white, so it represents everything. It's purity, that's why they wear it for purity. It must, I'm thinking it must sort of reflect back to the Catholic Church's concepts.
A lot of
white
yoga
and
used to
pure.
do it though. A certain
Yeah,
study of
I'm
yoga.
pretty sure that enslaved Africans did not have a yoga. So.
No,
No,
but
the
probably-
people in India did.
I know, but
And
I'm
we're
talking, I was
5,000,
specifically,
6,000
but I'm
years ago.
specifically speaking about people who practice Santeria, which is a Caribbean thing, which is more, not that there's not, there are some West Indians there, but mostly it's enslaved Africans that were there. And I'm just making a, like, I'm fake. I have no proof. I have nothing to back it up, but it seems to me that because they were trying to hide their religion behind Catholicism, that concept of wearing white, especially with regard to the Virgin Mary. I have some Catholic friends that there's certain days of the year that they wear all white.
It also comes from Native American traditions too,
Yes.
because the typical three colors you see in Native face paint and stuff is red, black, and white.
The witches' colors.
Purity is the other one. Anybody else have anything else to connect with white?
Birches.
Satisfied as the opposite of black and death. I take white as life.
Okay.
Energy.
Energy.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Yeah.
And all colors.
And
One.
completeness.
So if you need to do a candle ritual and you have no other candles, except for a white one and a black one, use the white one.
I could all and you have nothing.
Use the white one. Well, unless black is good for that purpose.
My favorite.
If you need a blue candle, you can use a white candle. If you need a red candle, you can use a white candle. If you need a yellow one, you can
Because
use a
white contains all the
Because
colors.
white
so it's
contains
blue in
all
there
colors, so you imbue it with your idea. Maybe other things on the ledger will be a different color to bring whatever color into it that you're trying to achieve for
somewhere. So
yourself.
cozy.
Yeah. All right, so I've come to the end of the basic concepts of colors and their correspondences. I think you get the idea that you can use color magic every day. It's something that you can easily incorporate into all kinds of stuff. Even like, just thought, if you have like a little bulletin board at work, you can make it all colorful with the colors that you need to attract into that space and make it nice. I don't work in a cubicle, so I'm not sure what that's like, but I imagine it's not fun.
You imagine there's candles and crystals and.
Vision boards there.
Exactly. Not like in the office, I
I'm imagining it. It's been a long time since I've been in an office, for sure. So the final exercise I wanted to do was a meditation with the colors that you told me you like, or you didn't tell me that you have in your mind that you like. You may say out loud when we start, if you want to, not to skip. But if you all want to say your color out loud that you like, or and the one that you like the least. See, notice that I didn't say hate, because I just don't. Because I was trying to think, what color do I hate? I don't hate any color, but there's some that I don't like as much. So that's why I said, your favorite and your least preferred. So,
So why don't we go around the room and everybody can say.
okay, that's a great idea.
Okay.
I want to start with Alice.
Very revealing.
I don't know
Okay,
why.
let's listen.
My favorite color is orange and my least favorite color is brown.
Man, they go together so well.
Yeah. Well, brown needs another color. Brown and pink I love, brown and light blue I love, Tiffany box, I'll take it. Write that down.
So motivating. So motivating.
But on its own, bleh. I guess it's a shade of brown too. But orange, I love orange.
I want you to think about why maybe don't like brown so much, but be comforted by orange. I want to let you know that this meditation is, you're being comforted by your favorite color
Or colors.
or colors to sit with the colors that you're less comfortable with. So you have your strength with you, but you're still going to open yourself up to allowing the energy of that color, other color that you don't like as much. I'm gonna hang out with you for a little bit.
I think my favorite is purple, and I don't have a least.
No, I'm just like.
No, I just like all colors.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like me, I like green, but I don't have a negative one.
How about negatives?
I don't
Like
have a
if you
least.
were, if you had like 5 shirts
Mhm.
and there was a purple one, an orange one, a blue one, a yellow one, and a red one. Like I can't choose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like a rainbow. I like everything. I just don't-
It's a rainbow flag.
The only one I hate would be, it's a color called puce. That iridescent blending that just sends my teeth sideways. That doesn't really work.
No, I don't agree. I think that if a color is a color,
That is a color.
and that's a color.
Yeah,
It's like
I just
grow up.
can't stand it.
And there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's your
it's
favorite.
that for some reason it makes my teeth go sideways. I don't know
You
why.
don't have to hate it, but it's your least favorite.
Yeah.
So what about you, sir?
For red's my favorite. And then for least favorite, I'd have to say the same as the puce color. I was trying to think of what to call it because I was thinking like putrid green, but that's a much better description. It's just an idea like thickness and dullness, so.
So that's how you associate it, kind of symbols. Okay, interesting. What about red? What do you associate red with?
Passion, energy, intensity.
Mine would be
Purple? Favorite?
favorite, yeah, well, sorry. Purple is my favorite, my least favorite, and he's not like this, is red. And he's not gonna like that, but it is actually red. I do not like color red. That's why I only own like one red shirt, and it is a Christmas shirt. It's the only thing that can become red is because I had to do Christmas.
What do you think red has to make you feel like? Why do you not like it?
It just, it gives me the sense of like anger, or like just like something's gone wrong, and it's like in me, it's just kind of like, no, I want to get that away from me as far as like detached from it as possible. So I
A warning signal.
exactly. It's like you know, growing up, like I was always in and out of hospitals, and every time you're in a hospital, what do you see? Red, and what is red? Sign of blood, danger.
Sure, okay, so
You
now,
know,
just like my pink, it's a childhood connection.
mhm.
Well, since black is not color.
Yeah.
It is a color.
It
It
is.
is a color.
It is.
You
It is.
really like
For you,
it.
it's a color.
I can be your favorite color. It's okay.
Green,
And your least favorite?
yellow,
Hmm.
bright yellow, because you go to the left, I love it, you go to the right, I love it. Yellow itself. It's too bright.
Well,
Need a pair of glasses?
Which, if she likes black,
The yellow
you
one.
can see why yellow would be too bright.
And in the soccer team that I like for my country, my favorite, it is black and yellow. And I had to learn to wear the jersey, be uncomfortable and comfortable at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I like you, but I don't like
Just
you.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Okay.
I work a lot with the royal colors, royal blue, emerald green, deep purple, ruby red. Those colors speak to me. I work well with them. I don't connect with the grays and the browns.
Have any thought why, like?
They just don't appeal. They don't have that excitement level.
Favorite is gonna be red. It's the fire. It's the passion. It's the huzzah.
South.
Yeah, South, exactly. Dragons and yeah, feisty panda bears, absolutely. Yeah. Take with that as you will.
Bears.
They roll off the line.
It's so feisty.
You know, visuals are free of charge. So
What's your least?
least I was gonna say yellow, but now like initially blue, and I was kind of leaning towards yellow, but now the more I think about it, it's blue, and I like blue, but I kind of don't, because it's
okay not to.
it's
What
vast
shade?
ocean,
What
just
shade?
any
It's
shape.
your matter.
Yeah, it's
It's fine.
well, I'm just that I understand, but I'm just trying to like kind of put it into words. It's a lot of it has to do with it's large ocean. That's not the issue, but for me it's being a Pisces and being Hispanic, and it's emotion overload. I gotta be it's all over the place. So I know what it's like to be emotional about every stupid thing, and I just want like so blue. It's like to me that just someone or something that's gonna be emotional about everything, no stopping point. And I know that's like I gotta stop doing that. So.
Okay, next.
I understand.
Not
Yeah.
from blue.
Jen.
The royal blue, probably.
Or least favorite.
Favorite.
Royal blue, okay.
Yeah, and then there's a particular shade of green. It's not puce, it's not really putrid, but it's pretty close.
Pea green or something like that.
A little bit more brownish, yellowish, kind of just like gross.
That
Like
does sound
institutional.
No.
Green,
No.
Kind of olive.
No, it's not institutional. It's like a little bit of olive, yellowy olive. green.
Drab
It's
olive.
just awful.
Drab olive.
I don't know, it's
Sounds
just
like
gross. Yeah, kind of.
Like
Like
baby
really
diarrhea?
nasty baby food.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's
really
it.
nasty baby food, yeah.
I already know why you don't like that, because you had to change the diaper.
Pet
so you don't have to
I
change it.
know. I changed diapers, yeah, I
Yeah, I
know.
was like, you cleaned up after a pet or a child.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a brownish green. And there's a house on my block that's painted that color. Every time I go by, I'm like,
Oh, shit.
and they painted the door this like seafoam blue color, and it's like it's totally
Why?
black. Like,
Nice
why?
try. Nice try.
Why?
It's awful.
Okay. Birch tree.
My favorite color is definitely like a lot of shades of green, like rich foresty greens. A few like yellowish greens, but not like that horrid yellow green.
I think we all don't like that.
Nobody likes
and
that cookie green.
my least favorite color is probably like those beigey pans.
Why do you think?
Well, a couple of reasons. One, they just look like really horrible poops. And also they just
You
don't
don't
have
like
any, they're just completely lifeless colors, like they're dead.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Amanda.
All right. My favorite color is actually royal purple. And it's a color that I absolutely love. It connects me to my grandmother, who is my ancestor. That was her favorite color. And it's something that we both love. And I associate that deep royal purple with the night sky as well, because you can see shades of purple in it. The color that I do not like the most is Dunkin' Donut orange. I used to work for Dunkin' for 11 years. And it's not the magenta, like the pinkish purple one did not bother me. It's everything that came in orange that bothered me. Why? It was basically every time the orange wallpaper would peel, it turned into a different color.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Miss Oksana.
I have 3 favorite colors:
Okay.
dark purple, yellows, and black. And my least favorites are brown, because it's just boring. And pinks, because it's too damn girly and frilly. And that'll never be me.
I have 2 of my favorite colors are green and purple, and it depends on my mood of the day on which one I like better. You know, it goes back and forth, but they're about the same, green and purple, all shades. The full, yeah, the full spectrum of both colors. My least favorite, or the one that I look at it, it's like, why? Is gray. I just find gray so dull and just so without personality. It doesn't give energy to me, and it doesn't give any, you know, there's just, it's like, why? It's like, why? Yeah, make up your mind. Well, being a Pisces too, you know, I'm all or nothing, so gray is just like too in between.
It's too gray.
Too gray.
50 Shades.
Well, that's a completely different shade of gray.
It's blue, it's like tranquility, that's kind of like where I go to relax. And water, it's refreshing. So always my favorite color. My favorite is orange. I don't know, gives me anxiety. So it's like warning, like a warning sign. Like when I think of orange, I'm like, oh, it's like an emergency or that's like, you know how you say we see like orange when something happens. So I'm not really, I don't really find orange attractive at all. I don't have anything orange. I can be like one thing that's orange. But I don't.
Blue and green are some of my favorites. Blue because I've been wanting to scuba dive forever and protect the ocean. Green because, well, green. Not necessarily money, but it's growing things. Yeah. Gray is actually not one of my favorite colors. And surprisingly enough, I think it's because my lack of control of balance.
Okay. So let's include the online folks.
I was gonna say, let's do the Zoom folks.
So
Hi, guys.
Hi, let's start with Kim.
Hi, this is Kimberly, and This is really interesting. Thank you. I love hearing what everybody has to say. My favorite I tend to think of is as yellow or even gold. Also, I'm a Leo, so that kind of fits. But I also really love the ocean and the green blues. It's really hard to pick something that I don't like, as many people have said. I put down kind of a murky gray brown, although I like both gray and I like brown, and I think of them as very earth tones, and I love earth. So anyway, yeah, just an interesting exercise here. Thanks.
Trey?
My favorite colors are sort of black and indigo. I find them very, very comforting, very relaxing, and very the kind of meditation I do. It helps me get very deep into alpha. And least favorite is mustardy yellow.
So why do you think that is?
Hit that with illness.
It's what?
Illness. I associate that with illness. Bad for health.
Interesting. Anne?
Had to get my computer to work again. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi.
I like the royal purple and the little bit lighter of the lilac colors and black and orange. And I used to dislike orange, but it's very creative. And hang on half a second. I have to get rid of a husband. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
My husband came in and started doing a dance, so he had to go away. He was very distracting. Well, today, we actually met today 27 years ago, so it's kind of an anniversary.
Congratulations.
Our real marital anniversary is in August.
But still, congratulations.
More because it's so creative, and I'm learning to like yellow. I love gold, but I used to dislike yellow because my mom always put it on me instead of pink, which I used to really like. But there really isn't any color that I dislike because I can associate it with something around, like brown for the earth is very creative. Plus it's chocolate and it's coffee, which I love.
You made a really good point about that brown chocolate thing.
Yes, I love chocolate, so I like brown. And if brown is a little lighter, it can be nougat and it can be toffee. So yeah, light browns are good.
Well, that's a very good thing to say about brown.
Thank you. So what about your least favorite? Did you say your least favorite?
I really don't have one anymore. I'm learning to like yellow, like bright canary yellows and true yellows, because they're very cerebral and it's very communicative. It's like the third house in astrology. It's all about communication and working with the mind and ideas and things. So
hence yellow.
And yellow is the color of butter.
Butter.
Yes, and butter is good. It makes toffee.
Okay. Shenik?
Yeah, I like black mainly and red, because black I like, because I like going out for walks at night. It's really peaceful and you get seeing the foxes and creatures of the night. It's lovely, just so quiet and peaceful, walking along the canal or riverbank at night and just feeling the still air. And red's really because of red skies at night, because I love that. Just going down and seeing the red skies on the water. It's really peaceful. Yeah.
And your least favorite?
I'd say pink and yellow.
What yellow?
Pink and yellow.
Pink and yellow? Do you
Yeah.
know why?
I was forced to wear a pink shirt to a wedding as a kid, wear a starchy vest. And after that, I've never liked the colour because I was all covered in red blotches. And yellow, even though I've got yellow canaries, I just don't see me wearing yellow for some reason.
But you have canaries.
Yeah, I do like their colour is yellow, but I wouldn't wear yellow myself though. Strangely enough.
Very good. All right, I think we got everybody.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Thank you all for sharing. I think it's really interesting how everybody talked about the color they dislike way more than the color they like. Or the color they liked the least fond of. The color you're the least fond of, we all had like.
Because you asked for
Yeah, you
explanation.
Some people also explained without me asking.
You asked why you don't like it.
You asked
I
you
also
liked
asked why they liked it.
No.
Some of
You did ask me why I like green.
You didn't ask me why
I
I
know,
know
because you're a
that.
tree. We all know you're a tree, Birch. You all want to say why you like your
Favorite
color?
tree.
We can do that too. We're fine.
No, we're good.
So I'm thinking that this is a good time to take a moment and do a meditation, and we're going to sit with our happy colors and do a little breathing, and then we're going to meet up with our colors maybe that we're less fond of, and I'll let you decide what those colors are in your own meditation. So everybody, if you could get comfortable, make sure your feet are flat on the ground. Hands on your thighs in a relaxed fashion. Take a breath and close your eyes. Couple deep breaths. Fill up your belly first, to your chest and throat. And squeeze the air out of your lungs like a tube of toothpaste from the bottom to the top. Deep breath. Imagine yourself in a big, comfortable room, sitting in a big, comfortable couch. Sitting in the middle seat, and seat on either side of you is empty. Door opens. Favorite color comes in. You smile. See your color in any form. Invite to sit down next to you. On your right or your left. Breath. Now allow your favorite color that you invited in to swirl around you, comfort you, make you happy and glad you're here. Now all the reasons why you like your color. You feel energized, peaceful, comforted. Now all that beautiful, happy energy course through you with your breaths. Breath. With the energy entering your body. Release your breath. Now, the door opens again. And your least favorite color peeks its head around the door. But you're not so thrilled for it to be coming. So it wants to be friends with you. So it comes into the room. You've decided that you're going to allow it to sit next to you. Whichever side your color is not occupying. Take a deep breath. Let your breath out. Let any misunderstandings or dislikes or that feelings you might have with regard to your least favorite color. I want you to hold the hand of your least favorite color. Maybe your least favorite color has something to teach you. Maybe it's just something about yourself. Maybe it's something about the world. An idea that bothers you. Whatever it might be. Just take a deep breath, holding the hand of this beautiful color. So much. And offer it in friendship. You don't have to wear it. Make the walls that color. Have objects in your home that color. But the vibration and energy of each color has some wisdom to offer us. It's certainly easier for us to glean that from the colors that we appreciate. I would challenge you to allow the color beings like wisdom. So take one final deep breath. Now your least favorite color. Let's go. Wishes you well. Asking you to give it a chance to do what it can for you. If the color gets up and leaves the room, you're left with your favorite color, which makes you happy. Your favorite color, even. Whispers in your ear. Give your least favorite color a chance, for all colors are color. They all have different vibrations, and they all stick together like the rainbow. So take another deep breath. And as you let your breath out, say goodbye to your favorite color as it gets up from the couch. It's out the door. There's the door behind it. Now you're in your space. You've had the energies of your favorite color, the color that perhaps now you might have a little bit more affinity for, hopefully. Take your final deep breath. Gently open your eyes when you come back. Wiggle your feet and your fingers to make sure you come back to this time and this space. Take one final deep breath. Welcome back.
Thank you, Dragonfly.
Welcome.
That was great.
Anybody have any questions? I guess I didn't give any options for questions. Questions? Anybody on Zoom have questions?
Any questions or comments on Zoom? No. Okay, Alba, would you like to close our circle?
Okay.
From this candle, hold it dear to everyone gathered here. From this road we do depart, but keep its lessons in our heart. Blessed be, so mote it be. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Thank you, everyone. We will see you next week for
Thank you. That was fun.
elemental environmentalism.
Have some water ready.
Have some water ready.
Water, salt, and your favorite essential oil.
Ooh, it sounds fun.
Good.
Thank you, Dragonfly.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dragonfly, they say.
You're welcome.
See you all
Good
next
night,
week.
everyone.
Bye.